so important to include a free libraries for children which was vandalized just yesterday. All around the Corpus Christi area. And more shocking vandalism was happening in school. And also a Greenwood pool was just reopened after vandalizing, which was 2 weeks ago. I'll listen more on today's Give Me a Break. Right in my own neighborhood. Yes. Right in my own neighborhood, there was vandalism that happened. Not where I live. Corpus Christi is my neighborhood. Corpus Christi is my home, my playground, and my responsibility. I mean, look. This happened yesterday. Organization says little free libraries being damaged and vandalized. I mean, you know how bad I hate vandalism. Every day someone breaks my zero tolerance and they expect for me to be rewarded. But I want to move on to other topics because it's something that important. This is more important than the Schofield family investigation. I have no tolerance for this crap. There's like 75 of these things, and then some that are being vandalized because they're angry. But you expect us taxpayers to pay for the damages? We're not paying for the damages. It's your stupidity who should pay for it. But seriously though, you should not vandalize someone else's property. You could go to jail. I mean, if you damage my property, you'd be out in jail. And I have no tolerance for it. This guy named James says with the Junior League, who's with the Junior League of Corpus Christi, says there's been says 2 have been damaged in local parks and damage outside local schools. If you want to know more about the information, I'll put the link in the description. But continuing this, I mean, the goal is just to help all people to read. I mean, reading is important for all children. When you go to school, you're expected to learn how to read and count. I mean, letters, numbers, they're important. They're important in a child. These boxes are called little free libraries. The Junior Leagues has been installing these around the city from Cal on all the way to Project Island. Right close to where I live. And if it was damaged on my property, I don't know what would happen. The organization is calling the community to keep their eyes and ears open to help protect the vibrant resource from future vandals. But let's be honest here. How much are curbside boxes? Well, counting the mailbox at UPS, United Postal Service, $19 some locations. It costs $75. Breakdown. Well, it's worse than that because if someone damaged their property, then the district can decide to press charges. And this is vandalism. You can't just go around breaking things. But this story's not over yet. Later on, we're gonna look at the Greenwood swimming pool that was reopened after a recent vandalism from Channel 10. And when we come back here, there's more vandalism happening in all schools. I care about school. I love school. Well, and y'all asking why am I sticking to this problem? I'll tell you why. I care about our children's future. I care about the juniors, the seniors, the freshmen, and the sophomores, and every high school. I care about our children's future and their safety. Because we know there are a lot of bad things happening around our schools. There's gang activity, drug activity, bullying in the extremes, and gun activity. That's why I care about it. Stay with us. Yesterday at a Santa Fe high school, there was a vandalism that happened between 3 students. If you live in the Santa Fe area, this is for you. Police investigate vandalism reported at Enmod Santa Fe High School in Oklahoma City. The officers returned at 1 a.m. June 18th, and this is what the article said. And that one police officer was patrolling around 1 a.m. June 18th near Edmond Santa Fe High School and noticed a golf cart, particularly in the curb. The officer noticed damage to the golf cart and blood seed on the steering wheel of the golf cart. He also noticed track marks and damage to the football and baseball stadiums. And also the police released the pictures of 3 people accused of the vandalism. And they said if you have any information, contact the police department at 405-395-4420. Put the link in the description below. Now for the Daily Chronicle, which had another vandalism, which said to Wind Clock, and they are thankful the community response to a baseball field. And they also released a security video. And to help me understand, there was a picture of it that said, which the caption read, home play at the baseball field was damaged in the act of vandalism. It also involved racist graffiti, garbage spread over the field, and an overturned portable toilet over the weekend. And if you've seen this vandalism, there was like a this is the vandalism that happened in the thing. You see 4 students running to the left side. I find it disgraceful. It's not okay to destroy something that's yours. What's yours is yours. Leslie Harris, what's yours is yours, and what's mine is mine. That's the whole lesson behind it. I mean, you damage my property, but someone else destroyed my property. I damage your property. What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. What's yours is yours. What's yours is mine. What's mine is yours. What's mine is mine. get the lesson here. I mean, I'm not saying you should go out and destroy. You need to stop destroying people's property. It's the big issue here. Damage is being caused. You're expecting us taxpayers to pay for your damages? Go pay for your own damage. I mean, write an essay about how bad vandalism is, and then if you don't want to go to jail, have them write an essay about vandalism and why it's bad. And this was yesterday. And this is the car that they used. So again, for the people in Oklahoma, if you have something, for the people in Ringlock, if you have something that could help out, talk to the police department. I don't know that I'm going to follow the police department before I started. But if you have any information that could really help, let the police department know. And we'll provide updates for you in the future. Give me a break. Seriously, your information can help out with a case. And it can help out. Our next vandalism story happened in the Mustago Elementary School. It cost $3,000 in damages. And that what happened, and this town happened, there was a 5-gallon pail of paint was dumped all over the floor of the school. It was part of thousands of dollars in damages done by vandals in May. This was about a month ago. The damage was discovered on May 28th according to a report from the police department. There was broken window, paint on the walls and floors. There was graffiti, broken glass, and items thrown around. Okay, you may think this is a school prank. You may think this was from the movie Fist Fight. This is not a movie. This is real serious. You could go to jail for serious stuff. I mean, I don't damage your property. If I go and damage your property, then it'd be my fault. And the HR director said that they were shocked. They have rummaged with old furniture where they were going to do an inventory in. The cleanup was done by the custodial staff. You don't stop. Custodians? We don't need custodians to clean up the mess. You need a student or students in there to go clean up the mess. You make a mess, you clean it up. That's the way it goes. If you make a mess, you clean it up. You don't expect a custodian or a janitor or maintenance person to clean it up. No. And during that time, they closed it for the following 2017-18 school year. That was years ago. And the cost was like $3,000 to $5,000 damages. You add 3 and 5 together, that's $8,000 in damages total. If you have any information with a crime that could help out, call the police department and contact Bob Dorr. 262-679-4130 and 262-361-9140. Again, I'll put those numbers and the link in the description below. Well, next, a Greenwood pool that was opened after a vandalism happened. We'll look at that when we come back. Back here at home 2 weeks ago, there was a Greenwood swimming pool that was reopened after a recent vandalism that happened. That was like 2 weeks ago, but there was a recent vandalism before that. I think it's good that they reopened and clean up the mess. They should have found the vandals, made them clean up the mess, and then they'd be on their way. That's community service. That vandalism happened weeks ago. I mean, we expect people, like, it's the summer, we expect people to go for a swim, get their tan, do whatever. But we have vandals out there who make mess, who just destroy people's property because they don't like it. Because of what happened. We don't need to clean up your mess. You clean up your own mess. You make a mess, you clean up. Don't expect for us to clean up our own mess. If you make a mess, you clean up. You go to jail, you beg for community service, then you go clean up that mess you made. Don't expect for the janitor to go clean it up. I mean, yes, the schools have janitors and all, but they gotta clean up the classrooms and all that. They gotta clean up the classrooms, mop the floors, wax the floors, all that stuff. You don't need to rely on a janitor to clean up your mess. Let alone rely on a janitor to go pick up someone else's shit. To go pick up someone else's shit in the urinal in the sink. That's on you. You took a shit in that urinal, you're cleaning it up. Or you took a shit in that sink, you're cleaning it up. Not the janitor. Or you made a you TP the school, you're picking up the toilet paper. So again, I'm happy for the Greenwoods, I'm happy for the swimming pool in Greenwood for reopening. I hope this Sunday come by soon and go for a swim. Our next vandalism happens in Lewis County. And this was from yesterday. Vandals leave vulgarities, racial slurs, and baseball mounds. A group of vandals spray painted and destroyed the Lewis County High School baseball field, leaving racial slurs and obscene drawings. At around 1:30 a.m. Saturday morning, cameras captured a group of people who snuck onto the high school's baseball field, and the deputies said the vandals left racial slurs and on the path. It wasn't the type of thing we want our kids to see anybody else, but this is what the superintendent said. The superintendent said it wasn't the type of thing we want our kids to see or anyone else to see. Everybody is upset. We take pride in our community, in our schools, and our facilities. They tagged the vandals spotted with the blue and red paint. They're still visible. The damage was estimated at $1,000 to repair and replace. That's the estimate. If you have any information, just call the Lewis County Sheriff's Office. We'll have the phone number in the description below. Alright. Police, multiple Richmond schools vandalized and burglarized, but the police in Richmond, Virginia are still investigating after a Richmond elementary school was vandalized on Monday. They broke into sometime between 5 p.m. on Thursday and June 20th at 6:30. Thursday, June 20th, they broke in at 5 p.m. and on Monday, June 24th, the officers found throughout the building the food items were missing. And then the suspects were identified at two schools, the George Mason Elementary School and Martin Luther King Jr. The stolen property was recovered, and I think some of the people were arrested. Now, my opinions about this. I gotta tell you. First off, vandalism and stealing, that means vandalism is a bad thing. I mean, It's not a big deal. You go destroy someone else's property. Oh, yes, it is a big deal. You destroy someone else's property, you're paying for it. You don't expect for us taxpayers to pay the damages. Like in the episode of The Simpsons where Bart sprayed graffiti on the school property. And then he expected his dad to pay it. I would expect the kid to pay it. What's my opinion about this story? The items will recover. I don't know if there was an arrest made. I don't know if charges will be filed. Because I'm telling you, if you destroy school property, then the district can decide to press charges. And about that's my opinion about the story we just did. Now, my opinion about this last story that we did. Racial slurs, I mean, that's graffiti happening. Vandalism involves graffiti. Graffiti is bad. I mean, we talked about graffiti before. But not like this. I mean, graffiti is a bad thing. Like, graffiti is used for spray paint. Like, you go... You spray racial slurs. Like, if you look at these pictures, there's graffiti. And graffiti is a bad thing. I hate graffiti. I hate graffiti. I hate vandalism, graffiti, profanity, and harassment. Because something you gotta understand, when you choose the behavior, it comes to certain consequences. If you choose to spray paint the school, you choose to get arrested. If you choose to spray racial slurs on the baseball field, you're going to be arrested. If you choose to destroy a school property to go shoot up a school, you're going to jail. That's your choice. But don't make that choice, because if you choose to do that, you choose everything that comes with it. The truth of the matter is, when students go and vandalize a school, it's because it's a prank. And schools approved of the pranks, and then they post it up on YouTube. It may be funny, but I can tell you, it may be funny to the people out there. It may be funny to the people who are making the prank, but it's not funny to the people who are being pranked. I mean, like from Denmark, like there was it was somewhere in Denmark, and some of the kids thought it'd be funny to give moose shit to the girl. And then when she bit into it, thinking it was a chocolate covered almond, she bit into it, and people were like, "You just ate moose shit." Everyone was laughing and crying. And take the case of the water. Take the case of that guy who was on 2020 back in 2012. He was a grade A student. He had an ROTC scholarship that was taken away because he was like, I think there was like bombs all over the trash can. The bomb squad was called, and the charges were dropped after that. Okay, our last vandalism story, our next vandalism story happens in in Lake County. They received them leading to arrest, and that was last month's vandalism. I mean, they're looking into it, and then they call it. This happened years ago. I mean, if you have any information that could help, I mean, you're welcome to call, and we'll have an update for you on the next Give Me a Break. And And now our last vandalism story happens in Southridge. There was pranksters, they went wild, and I mean, there was a senior prank that happened. This video shows that they brought a giant for sale sign and some plastic bags with them when they showed up to different vehicles. They stuck dozens of plastic forks on the lawn, ruined plastic wrap around banisters. Then at 12:30, some of the teens found an open door to the school, went inside, and they trashed the place. Damn. My opinion about this? Well, you don't do that. You don't do that! I mean, the school security cameras recorded those students vandalized the whole school gymnasium. And they got inside the lion's den of the gym. That happened weeks ago. And they left a mess inside the gym. The whole janitorial system had to clean up the damn thing. Like, they just call up the front and say, "Hey, Billy, what you doing tonight?" "Nothing." "You want to go trash the school?" "Sure." They left behind 20s. The group was made up of 17-year-olds, a dozen 18-year-olds, and a 19-year-old. There was 20 students. I don't know if the 20 students were arrested, but if they did, we're gonna find out on the next Give Me a Break. Sorry. We'll look at that. Okay. So my opinion about this, well, seriously, trash a whole gym? That's like $5,000 in damages. We pay taxes, but we're not going to pay our taxes for your stupidity. Pay for your own mistakes. Don't let us pay for your own stupidity. Don't let it happen, but still, if they expect me to pay for it, then I will crash through the wall and pay for my own stupidity. That's what I do. I crash through the wall, pay for my own stupidity, and then give them 75 cents worth of damages. That's what I do. That's what I would do. Give them 75 cents worth of damage and say, "Here, you pay for your own shit. I'm not paying for the rest of the damages." You pay for your own mistakes. You pay for your own damages. You clean up your own mess. Don't expect me to clean up your own messes for you. Jeez. I mean, we do not pay for your damages. I mean, you pay for your own damages with your checks for when you got a job. You get a job, pay for your own checks, and you get community service. If they expect you to do community service, you pay for your own damages. Expect the government to pay for your own damages. That's not going to happen. This is not the way to do this. If you're angry or frustrated about something at your school and you damage your own property, you could be charged with vandalism. You can go to juvenile or jail. If you're kicking a lot because you're frustrated, that could lead to vandalism charges. But after giving my opinions about those stories we talked about, the guys that damaged the school library boxes, they need to do community service time and pay for their own mistakes, not us. Because if we pay for your mistakes, you're paying for my mistakes. Hopefully by the time this ends up on YouTube, people can realize that you don't damage someone else's property. It's wrong, it's despicable, and it's inappropriate. And hopefully by the new school year starts, we can teach our children that it's not okay to vandalize someone else's property. We'll be right back. Here's a look at what we have for you on the next all-new Give Me a Break. We're talking about airport security. Following all the crashes that happened years ago, airport security has been tightened with no terrorists bringing weapons or having a bomb in there. But following a Dateline investigation back in 1996, they showed us just how easy it could be to sneak drugs or bombs on an airplane. We'll show you that investigation tomorrow. And also, we're going to tell you what you can bring or not bring on an airplane. So, tomorrow or Friday is going to be all about... Friday's going to be all about airport security. Airport security. That's Friday's Give Me a Break. And that's our report for tonight. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.